So when it comes to marriage and relationship, right? Different strokes for different folks. People have different ways and different patterns which they do their things, basically. And when it comes to love, respect, and honor, it is individual based. It is personalized. Now there are people. Gege started the conversation. Said it is better to marry an unemployed person who respects you than to marry a successful person who disrespects you. Now, we've seen various scenarios as it is. For men, many times we marry regardless of the status of the individual. We marry specifically for, first of all, the concept that we love this individual. That is the first thing that comes to mind. We love this person, and wherever the person is, whether the person is from the poorest of the poor, we can marry that individual as men. If the person is also from the high class, there's a possibility that we're going to shoot our shot to that lady, and then eventually we can as well marry that person. But again, beyond love, men also thrive on the concept called respect. And respect for us is something that actually is an ingredient that sustains our relationship with our partners. And so whenever we feel disrespected, it becomes an issue for the relationship to survive, for the marriage to survive. Because the moment you begin to get the disrespect coming from your partner, especially as a man, you realize that your ego is being bruised. And once the ego is bruised, confidence begins to reduce to an extent, and resentment begins to set in gradually as it is. And so if you take it away from even relationship and get down to the work settings, and then just rephrase some of those statements that were made, it is best for you to actually hire someone who is willing to learn on the job, or maybe doesn't know too much of the job, than to hire someone who knows the job but has a very poor character, poor relation, that reduces the inflow of the company. That is what disrespect does in a relationship. It reduces the inflow of emotions, beautiful emotion that is supposed to be dispensed from the man. If you have constant disrespect coming from your spouse, coming from your partner, you will not, you become unable to actually shower this particular individual with as much love as you want to, because you don't know the thing you're going to do next that's going to cause a disrespect coming from your wife. So it's not about being threatened about her success. Generally, every man who loves a lady, we want to water that woman.
Well, that's what they say.
That is the truth, all right? That is the truth. We'll get to the point where we'll talk about maybe various kinds of men. But on a general context, any man who loves a lady, we want to do everything humanly possible to ensure that his wife is thriving. Let's bring it down now to the personality, I was trying to talk about earlier on. Again, I said from the beginning, and I said, any man who loves you want to cheer you on, water you to ensure that you achieve the things that you want to achieve. And then two kinds of men, just to break it down here: the gardeners, the hunters. The gardeners basically are the ones who will. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Now the
no, it's not word, talking.
Now the gardeners are the ones who will water you, all right? They are going to prune you. When they see the wheat, they take off the wheat because they want it to grow without limit, right? Limitless kind of growth. That's what the gardener man wants for you, right? The hunter basically sees the prey, boom, and then takes off the prey. In other words, you might be limited. You will be limited with a hunter, right? Because the hunter basically sees you as a prey. You are a prey, you are a prop. Basically, that's how the hunter sees the individual. But the gardener will make sure that you go as far as possible without limitation. You have one right in front of you.
Ask you my sister.
Or you get down to Port Harcourt City, Port Harcourt. Well, you're welcome. Now, in this case, the man started off being a gardener, right? According to the story of the woman, he's always been cheering her up. He's always wanted the best for her. At some point, the woman got so successful. Maybe he lost a job. Maybe he's not.
He wasn't ready for it.
He still has a job.
He wasn't ready for it.
He said he's struggling. Understand? Maybe he's
now he's struggling.
Now hold on to my point. He's struggling. Know that at some point he missed it. Maybe his ego got so bruised, which is one of the things that we're going to touch on.
Maybe.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you.
Let's still put it as a maybe. There are various sides to it anyways. His ego got so bruised. Now you made a point. Men are natural providers here and there as it is. And she says something, and that's from her own side of the story. She has not done anything prior to show the man or prove to the man that she was going to disrespect him in any way. Now the man began to feel that particular way based on whatever thing has transpired in his mind, his ego, or hearsay, basically. And then I will tell you for a fact that the man is heading for a doom and for a marriage destruction if he continues in that particular path. And this goes to the women. Let me say this first. I say to many women, I say to many women, don't shrink, right? Don't shrink. As much as possible, explore. As much as possible, grow, right? And I saw something that this popular aphorism, now maybe not too popular as it is, as a woman who has a global vision, mandate, or global desire, do not settle for a man with a local mindset or traditional mindset, right?